Hi there! On today's video, we're going to talk about 3 things that new moms are typically not aware of when it comes to their new babies, and that really can reduce a lot of anxiety if they knew this ahead of time. If we haven't met, I'm Dr. Obidi, pediatrician at Partners in Pediatrics and Adult Care and CEO of Newborn Prep Academy, where we create content to help our new and expectant moms feel more confident when it comes to caring for their babies. And I'm going to go over those 3 things on today's video, but wait till the end because I have a really exciting announcement and I can't wait to share it with you. This is going to really be a very raw, unedited video, so forgive the ums and ems that may come out because I really just wanted this to be sort of straight out of the heart, without any editing. So here we go. 3 things that moms are typically not aware of. One of the things that really I'm passionate about is helping new and expectant moms really feel confident when it comes to caring for their babies. And I find that after caring for newborns, at this point, over 3,000 babies over the last 2 decades, there are some recurrent themes and things that come up for new moms that I have just sort of been able to understand over the years that creates a big relief for moms when they're aware of these things or have someone help walk them through it. So let's go over 3 of them. There's actually quite a number of them, but we'll go through 3 on this video. So number 1, your baby will lose weight the first few days after delivery, may even be up to 4 or 5 days. Most newborns will typically get back to their birth weight by 7 to 10 days, sometimes even as long as 2 weeks. Now, this is really important because it's already a very stressful time for a new mom, right? And so any additional thing that makes her feel like she's failing at this absolutely important job creates so much mental strain. And so most moms are not aware that babies will lose weight the first several days after delivery and will automatically blame themselves for that weight loss and feel like they're already failing at this important job of being a mom. They feel if they're going to be breastfeeding, especially when you're breastfeeding, that weight loss, is more predictable. They're going to just feel like, oh my God, I can't produce enough breast milk already. This baby is losing weight. It's not your fault, right? That is actually the way that nature has it, because you can imagine how uncomfortable it will be for a new mom to have her breast engorged with breast milk throughout her 9 months of pregnancy, right? And so typically milk production ramps up right after baby is born. And so for the first 2, 3, 4 days, the baby has enough on board to tide them through that period. And so they will lose some weight because they're burning some of the energy they have stored up. And typically as pediatricians, for a healthy baby, we are okay with them losing up to 10% of their weight before we start to really worry and try and come up with strategies to help them put back on that weight. And the vast majority of babies will do just fine and will be back to their birth weight in 7 to 10 days, 2 weeks max. And that's why it's really important for you to keep those early appointments with your pediatrician, because that's one of the things they're going to be tracking. So that's thing number 1. Thing number 2, no one tells moms how restless a baby's sleep is. I can't tell you how many times a mom has complained about her baby not sleeping through the night, and how they're always tossing, feeling very uncomfortable and maybe grunting here and there and moving and making faces. All of those things are normal when it comes to newborn sleep. I always tell moms the media lies to us when it comes to newborns. They always look so peaceful when they're sleeping. Their skin looks flawless. There are very few babies, if any, that have flawless skin. That's going to be a subject for another video. But the other thing also that is not true is babies do not sleep very peacefully most of the time. There may be periods where they're really completely calm, but most babies are going to wiggle, they're going to move a little bit, they're going to wince, they're going to make grunts here and there. All that is normal when it comes to newborn sleep patterns. Their sleep patterns are very short. They go into deep sleep for very short periods of time, come out into light sleep, go back into deep sleep. It's a very rapid cycle. And when they're out in that light sleep, they can be quite restless. And so as a new mom, if you know that, you're less worried. When your baby starts to sort of turn and squirm a little bit while they're sleeping, you don't necessarily rush to pick them up or try and make them comfortable. You just let them be, because oftentimes they will settle just fine again. And if they're really hungry, they will wake up and cry and let you know that they need to be fed. So that is thing number 2. Thing number 3 that moms are typically not aware of, and I always bring this up with every new mom because I can't tell you, every single time I bring it up, it looks like a very small thing, but it takes off a huge mental load on a mom and a dad, really, honestly, when it comes to this. And that is that the baby's umbilical stump, which is the little part left after the umbilical cord has dropped off, the stump has dropped off, that area, although it looks very raw, actually has no nerve endings for pain. So what that means is that it does not hurt your baby when that area is touched. It does not hurt when you hold them close to you. It doesn't hurt when you put them on their belly for tummy time. Even though it looks raw, they can only feel temperature and pressure. So they can tell that you touched it. They can tell that you wiped it, and maybe you wiped it with something that was cold, and they may even cry when you wipe it if it's soiled and you have to clean it, just like they will cry when you wipe their butts, right, with a wet, cold wipe. And so that's the same thing that will happen. And so oftentimes moms and dads will just assume that they're hurting their babies because the area looks very raw, but it does not hurt. And I tell you, it is such a huge mental strain of a mom when she knows she can hug her baby really tight and not worry about avoiding that area because she thinks she's creating some pain. And so, like I said, there are so many more of these things that have to do with newborn and newborn care and understanding newborn behavior that moms and dads are typically not aware of. And that's why I have this wonderful new exciting announcement I'm just glad to share with you guys, which is that I am starting a community for new and expectant moms online where they can come together in a safe space where they can feel supported, they can support each other, and they have a pediatrician who is passionate about all things newborns in the community, helping to provide guidance and support, but respecting the innate wisdom that new moms have. I'm so excited. There's going to be links wherever you're watching this video to get more information about the community, just a little bit more about it. Again, it's going to be for new and expectant moms, in that first year of life for their baby, where they can get a lot of support. I will be hopping on there every week to just answer questions, listen to mom's experiences, maybe doing a small training here and there. It's really going to be amazing. There's already some content on there that they can consume on their own time. I have a new baby prep and essentials masterclass and a newborn preparation course that are on there that they have access to depending on the level of subscription. It is for less than 25 cents or about 25 cents a day. You cannot beat this for the amount of value and information you're going to get. So if you're a new mom or you're expecting a baby or you know someone who is, send this to them, because I tell you that it creates there's so much stress already as a new mom caring for a baby, and anything we can do to reduce that stress, to reduce that anxiety, to help a mom confidently care for her newborn goes a long way for her own mental health, for her own health, for the baby's health, for the family's health and well-being, right? There's so much strain that there's everything we can do to support a new mom on that journey is just immense value. And so I'm excited about this. I've been working on it for several months now, and really I'm happy to be able to present this as my continuation of the work we do here at Partners in Pediatrics and Adult Care. One of the things that can be quite frustrating, and my fellow physicians will agree to this, is that it's difficult, especially when in the current model that we practice medicine in, to have the time that you need to care for your patients. And so we do an amazing job here at Partners in Pediatrics and Adult Care out in Western Maryland. If, by the way, you're in the area, feel free to call the office for an appointment. We are fortunate to have won awards for Best Pediatric Office and Best Family Practice in the area, and have the privilege of having the highest reviews in the county. But all that is just because of how much we care for our patients and the care that we put into the work we do here. And so it's really a pleasure for me to be able to extend this in a platform that allows me to create more value and pour more into my new and expectant moms. So there you have it. It's called the Newborn Prep Academy community. There's going to be links wherever you're watching this. Click into it, learn a bit more about what is contained within the community. Like I said, I'll be on there in the chat every day, but also come on live once a week to be able to interact with moms and answer their questions and just hang out with them. Really looking forward to this. Can't wait to get this going. So wherever you're watching this, send that link, click on the link, or send this to a friend who would benefit from this. I'm looking forward to being in the group and serving at an even higher level. All right, well, there you have it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel or follow us, go ahead and do so. There'll be more content coming in the next few weeks, and I can't wait to share all of that with you. All right, take care. Bye to the next video.